Alright, so just copying the information over here. Hit Q and go ahead and come back to here and copy all of this and come over to here and paste. Alright, now this one, we're going to grab just this one right here and start on frame 3 and say copy, go over to here and paste. Okay, so this one got a little wonky. Let's go ahead and undo that and take all of this out and paste now. And it's still getting wonky here. Okay. Alright, and then we're just gonna slide these down 3 frames. Oops, I went 4. There we go. Alright, and then we'll take a look at that. Alright, that's looking good. Okay, and just want to double check on this one here. There's that, so this one still needs some cleanup on it. Alright, so let's do the cleanup here. I'm going to grab these and here and flatten these. Okay, and this is happening on frame 17. Okay, and then we need to, we've got the rotation in here, and let's check it out against this one over here. So we want X, and then down here, and Control X, and compare these. Okay, so a little variation here. We move this to here, this one to here, and looks like I changed some of the, yeah, so this one is going to be 30 and 30 and there. Okay, so I think that's actually correct. Alright, that looks good. And let's get the information on the wrist. Okay, so we've got this wrist over here and this one over here. We're going to just delete all of these keyframes. We don't need them. And we're going to come over here. And we've just got 3 keyframes, so we're going to go to frame 1. Okay, and we're going to copy this. And this is actually going to be our frame 21 over here. So we're going to go to frame 21 and paste that here. Okay, so it's doing that. And then we'll go back to frame 1 here. Okay, and that's the forward position. Actually, we'll go to frame 21 here. That's the back position. And then we're going to copy that and go to frame 1 over here and put that there as well as here and paste. And alright, so let's make sure these are flat here and here, and let's take a look at that. All right. So that is looking good. Okay, so I think we've got the arms done here. And just double checking we've got nice connections here, and we do. Okay, so let's check out the clavicles. Everything, and didn't always get them in the correct place, so I'm going to try to get a nice transition here, something like that. Okay, and just checking these out here. That looks good. So this is on frame 13. It probably needs to slide down to... Actually, no. So this one's going to stay here at 13. And then let's take this one here and do the cleanup as well. So we're getting rid of all of this here, and flattening these. Okay, and this one is on frame 17 here. Get rid of that. All right, so checking this one here. Yeah, let's go ahead and just slide this down. So I'm just holding the shift key down to slide it so it holds its value in place. We're just sliding it down on the timeline. And then and I want to just kind of see what it's going to do here. Yeah, I feel like it could push a little bit more. So I like to grab them together. So when I start changing these here, I want to make sure that I'm doing it to both. Okay, so they're happening in opposites here. So it's going to be these across here. We're going to push them here. And then I'm going to go in the opposite direction here. So this one I took up to 6.67. Okay, so let's do negative 6.67. There. Okay, and then these are close, so 6.67 here. Same thing on this one. Yeah, I thought I did that wrong there. So 6.7. All right. Okay, so let's take a look at those. I just didn't feel like they were moving quite enough. Alright, let's finish up with the motion on the head here. Okay, so we don't have any keyframes set here. We have these keys here, but they just have all the same information on them, so we're just going to delete those. Let's go back to frame 1 here. Okay, so what's making his head rotate right now is his chest. Okay, so what we're going to do is kind of counter that and try to keep his head somewhat straight here. So we'll do like that, hit S, we'll copy that, go down to 33 and paste it. Okay, and then we'll come to frame 17 and we'll put the opposite information in there. Okay, so it's just probably taking these negatives out. We'll try that. Okay, let's go ahead and paste it here, and then we'll take that out and the negative out here, and that switches it to the other side, and we need to hit S to record those. Okay, so we can see our connections here are not quite right, so we're just going to flatten and make sure our infinity is working. Okay, that looks good. All right, so we probably want a little bobbing action this way too. Let's just take a look at him walking right now. Okay, so it's a little stiff. Yeah, he's really trying to hold his head in place there. So a couple things we're going to do here to kind of make the head look a little more relaxed. One is that the neck is fairly, I think it's in default position here, so it is. So that's one thing we're going to do is take all of those out, and then we're going to kind of crane the neck forward a little bit, okay, because our necks do not go straight up and down. Okay, so I'm going to put like a 9 in here, hit S, and we just need that one, and that kind of gets it out of that position there, and it's not so stiff looking. What this does though is it makes him kind of look down more than he should. He should be looking more out in this direction. So we need to kind of pick his head up here. Let's take a look at that. Alright, so he's got a little bit of attitude going on. And the other thing I would like to see is just a little bit more sense of weight on him. So we're going to achieve that by working with the spine here, as well as the head, with some follow-through motion on the head here. Okay, we'll come back in the next lesson and tackle that.